this afternoon to educate you a little bit about a particular breed of dog that you don't have to neuter or spade, but in the long run, it can come back and bite you fiercely and more deadly than any dog that you will ever encounter. This dog I am talking about is one we all love, I'm sure, especially the Americans, and we shall call it the hot dog. Okay, it's a type of food we eat. I have done some research on the effects and health hazards in hot dogs. So I'm going to list just a couple things here from the research I've done on the dangers of eating hot dogs. Okay, first of all, there are three main dangers, and the first one is salmonella or food poisoning, which can mostly be caught by young children between the ages of 1 and 5, because their bodies don't have the immune systems yet to fight this off. And the hazard is they go in the fridge and they eat these things raw, and they're not cooked or they're not heated, and they get food poisoning or salmonella. And this is a bacteria that is caused from salmonella bacteria, and it usually takes 24 hours to 72 hours to take effect on your stomach, and the major side effect is going to be diarrhea, which can cause dehydration, and then you end up in the hospital, and it's really dangerous on really little kids between 1 and 5. So that is one of the major hazards of eating hot dogs. The second one, and the biggie, reported by the Cancer Institute back in Oklahoma City, is that hot dogs can cause cancer. And the kind of cancer it can cause, and you're asking me, how do hot dogs cause cancer, right? Hot dogs? Well, the biggest factor are the nitrates, which are preservatives that they put into the hot dogs. And these nitrates are carcinogenic, and what happens is they put them in the dogs, we consume the dogs, they go into our bloodstream, and we can have adverse reactions to them. And they build up actually in the blood, and over long-term use, they can cause cancer in your blood. Okay, I'm going to give you a little bit of statistics here. Okay, so in 2006, 1.5 billion pounds of hot dogs were ingested by the American people. Okay. According to the All-American Institute for Cancer Research, a 50-gram serving of hot dogs in a week ups your risk of colorectal cancer by the average of 21%, which sounds really high, but it's the statistics. And each year, about 150,000 Americans are diagnosed with colorectal cancer. Approximately 50,000 Americans are expected to die of this disease this year. Children, of course, are at a higher risk from this cancer, along with leukemia. It can also have a factor in leukemia. In fact, one of the reports done by the Cancer Institute said that fathers that ate hot dogs prior to the mother giving birth, the child was at risk 5 times higher than a dad not eating hot dogs, because it was in his blood, somehow passed genetically into the child. The third one is choking. Okay, so as it turns out, kids ages 1 to 5 again, there's 17%. There are more than 10,000 children under 14 that go to the ER room every year from choking. 77 die. About 17% of those kids, the choking was caused from hot dogs. So one of the things that's trying to be done by the FDA is they're trying to put on the label of hot dogs, choking hazard to little children, which to me seems smart. So, okay, so we have this wonderful food that we all love to eat, and what are the solutions to these problems? Well, A, we could take out the nitrates and the preservatives. B, we could change the texture, the size of the hot dog. We could make it into a brick thing, looking thing where it wouldn't choke so easily for children. And 3, I oh, and here's a nice little chart I made of hot dogs right here. It shows the protein content, the fat content, and the carbohydrate content in hot dogs, as well as these other nifty little things, and all the preservatives that are normally in a package of your standard hot dogs. So, getting back to the solution, the other solution is to eat healthy hot dogs. Buffalo hot dogs are healthy. They don't use nitrates. And here is a whole list of brands that you can buy that are heart healthy and don't have the nitrates. In fact, one is made by Oscar Mayer, and there's a list of these that you can consume that are way, way, way less dangerous to your health, especially your children. And so you guys can pass these around. Thank you. Here's another one. And here's some little bit of funny articles. It says, the 5 hot dogs that will kill you, which is kind of funny. I found it. But so anyway, in ending to my little spiel today on hot dogs, there is a healthy alternative we can go to and hopefully wipe out these high statistics of cancer and hopefully choking on hot dogs and still enjoy these wonderful, tasty American treats. Thank you for your time, and hopefully I've educated you a little